What's up? What's up? So I talked to my brother about that, about the comment and uh, about the hot skin. I mean, not the hot skin, but dark and light skin and how the heat and all that does. And he told me, he started laughing. Said, "No, no, no, you got it wrong. People with dark skin, it absorbs it, and people with light skin, it reflects it. So actually, you're going to be hot." And people with light skin, they're going to be cool. And I started laughing and go like, no, no, no. It absorbs inside of my body, and if I get hot, I can just drink some water. I'm talking about the surface of the skin. My surface, because it absorbs that heat and the rays and all that stuff, it gets absorbed and all that stuff. The surface of my skin stays cool. But people with lighter skin, their skin gets hot, And he was laughing at first, and then he thought about it. He was like, "Oh, yeah, that's true, And I don't know. It was just really interesting to think about that. And it's a lot of like discrimination and racism going on, but a lot of people, they talk about black skin and all this stuff, and it really gets me to thinking if people actually understand what are the advantages of having black skin, and these advantages are actually detrimental. Life and death. Their life and death situations. I mean, people getting melanoma. I think it's melanoma or something, and cancer and dying and stuff, and the sun just burning everybody up. And like I've had conversations with some friends, and we all come to the conclusion that, I mean, we don't even have to come to the conclusion that Earth is just a big jungle, and it's natural, because it's so hot, that it's natural that if any people are going to be on the Earth, and of course it's already scientific, but it should be, they should have black skin, and like that's a lot of African friends I have, and their skin, I mean, they are black, it's very beautiful. I wish I was black, but it's just really interesting, and because it doesn't, because I mean, people are gonna have their own opinion, whatever. I don't care, but I just think, it's just real illogical, for the people to be the first people to be light skinned and the sun's just constantly attacking people, and basically, it's basically just killing people, and and some people can survive in the sunlight, some people can't. I mean, of course you can put clothes on, but I mean, it really messes with you and stuff like that. And I'm talking about this, it's no offense or anything. It's just, it's just science or nature or whatever, and when I was in the military, I had to go through a lot of stuff, because a lot of brothers on the base, the white kids and white people, they were beating them down. I mean, it was real bad. A lot of guys were just drinking and stuff, especially the ones that were mixed, drinking and going to work, and couldn't deal with them white kids and stuff, white guys and stuff, and the bosses and everyone, and they just couldn't deal with it, And when I got there, because I was in the Philippines for 3 years, and I don't know, it was a trip. I dealt with a lot of stuff, and even out there in the Philippines, it was just crazy hot, and people weren't always in the streets, Everybody was in their house, and I was, come on, let's go out. Oh, no, it's too hot. Why? It ain't too hot, Get some water and just toss it on your body. You'll dry up in 10 minutes, so it doesn't matter, Some of my friends will laugh and stuff, But then you get some people out there, they come from their hometowns where they're fixing on their cars, and some people out there fixing their cars, and when they finish, they just be all red, and you touch them, and they'll be crying, and, oh, don't touch me, what's wrong? Oh, that hurts, and like, wow, and you never really think about it, and those times, but there really are advantages, and whether these people understand that or not, I don't know. I know a lot of hospitals and a lot of these private businesses and stuff. They understand all of that stuff, So they're going to do what they can, to try to extend their lives, because it doesn't make no sense. These kids, these white kids, they going to these sun places trying to get dark, and then end up killing themselves. I read something, or it was on the TV. I don't know if they're saying like 10,000 kids a year or something dying, doing that stuff, and that's some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, but I'm just curious. It's wonder. I mean, like I remember one guy was saying when I was in the military. One guy was like, "Well, you so black," because when I was in the military, I was out in the desert, so I got really dark. And one dude, I don't know, it was weird. And this dude really never really bothered me before, and he just straight up said one day, he said, "Wow, bro, you're black." I'm like, "Okay, so what?" Ha ha ha! I started laughing and stuff, and I said, "At least the sun don't burn me, don't kill me." They're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, the sun is your enemy. The sun ain't my enemy." I said, "Well, I walk around in the sun. I'm cool. You're not cool." I said, "Touch my skin," and he touched it. It was like real cool. And he was like, "Wow." And I said, "Now, is your skin that cool?" He said, "No." I said, "How is it? It's hot." I said, "Well, if it got too hot, what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up just burning up, bursting into flames and stuff." So, the sun is your enemy. It's not your friend. And I really don't like talking like that. But sometimes you just got to put some people in their place. Or push them back out of your way. So you don't have to deal with all of that stuff. And when I said that, he got really angry. But it kind of like all he could do is just walk away. And it was weird because basically, when I was on the base, just had them, the kids come. And I'm not saying all of them, because I have a lot of cool white friends. I mean, I had, like, this one guy was in the Philippines. Me and him really didn't talk that much. I don't know if he grew up around black people, or I think he was down south. I don't think he was. I'm not exactly sure, but he was a little taller than maybe like 6'3". And we was talking about girls and stuff, and he asked me something about why do black guys say this about white guys, and I'm like, I don't know. He said, "Well, I don't know, I don't like it, but it's all cool because I get girls too, I have no problem getting women and stuff like that." I'm like, okay, he kept on talking, and I'm just, standing there listening to him for 20 minutes or whatever. And he said, "Wow, I can't believe you actually sat here and listened to this." I'm like, it's interesting to me, because, I have problems with black people too, because of my skin color and all of that stuff. And then he started laughing. "How can you black and they black? How can you?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I do." We was laughing and stuff. But every time I saw him, he would tell me the same thing. He had problems with whites, and the problem he had was because he was like real cool, very confident of himself, and he didn't have to talk about white or whatever. And the dude, I mean, like in the Philippines, I don't want to make this sound bad, so I'm gonna try to sound the best I can. But I mean, like, you're in the Philippines, you can go to these bars, and it's not like people can't find any kind of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Even on base, I mean, like, when we go on exercises to Korea, well, I didn't really go, but, or Okinawa, or whatever, called TDYs and stuff, other guys come to our base, and the guys on our base go to other bases, and everybody's, swapping wives and doing stuff on the base. I mean, in the Philippines, it was crazy, man. Everybody was screwing everybody's wives, and it was a trip, and it was just a trip. So I don't know. I'm just really curious, if how many of these white kids, when they talk about black skin, if they actually know that it's actually advantageous as far as the sun is concerned, and being a inhabited of this earth. And I'm not saying that I'm better or anything than anyone else, or they better than me or anything, but I'm just saying, that's just a natural fact. Okay, I'm out. Finish this conversation. Peace.